Hello friends, it's me, and today, did you know that you can actually buy actual human hair? Let's check out I Tried Weird Makeup Collabs Best and Worsts from the style tiers. Together, let's go. Let's start.
Would you trust makeup from McDonald's? What about Dunkin' Donuts? Cheetos? Well, those aren't even the weirdest brands we're gonna test today. At the end of this episode, we are going to dye real human hair with Velveeta. Begin the cheese countdown.
Hello, Internet.
Oh, the bottom left corner, there's actually a cheese countdown.
Welcome to Style Theory, where today I am serving you up a smorgasbord of food themed makeup. You have to know that because we are Style Theory, we're not gonna do a normal kind of try-on haul. We're gonna make it a competition between the two different kinds of food.
In the right corner, aka the right side of my face, we have our fast food brands like McDonald's, Chipotle, and Cinnabon. They will be going face to face with our left side, the convenience store brands. Think all the brands that you would find in a 7-Eleven, including 7-Eleven.
Did you know that this is my favorite cereal growing up? This is the epitome of things that I can put in my belly. And now I'm gonna put it on my face.
They'll be competing in 3 categories: availability, quality, and usability.
Is that a word? Usability?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't give me the red squiggle line like it's not a word. It's the idea of, could you actually use these products every day?
Practicality?
Yeah, but usability is more fun.
No, you're right. You're right.
Of course I am Santi. Oh yeah, Santi's here behind the camera today because anytime you mention something food related, he comes running faster than you can say the name of our first category, availability.
Now
To be fair, I like the collaboration, the chemistry between Amy and Santi, the style theorists and the food theorists. It's brilliant.
that we have everything divided into our 2 categories, it looks pretty equal, right? I'm gonna tell you something very, very, very important. We lied to you. That was empty. The convenience store stuff was very convenient to buy, whereas our fast food and quick service restaurants left a little to be desired in getting a lot of different items. So when it comes to availability, clearly our convenience store is our winner.
They will be taking the first point in our face-off, but while they
To be fair, they are called convenience store.
may have won the battle, the food-themed war for the final 2 points was about to be fought on my face. It was time to start building the foundation of our looks, though unfortunately we didn't have any foundation. While we were able to get our hands on some of 7-Eleven's store brand Simply Me Beauty BB Cream, it came with 2 major issues. One, it was discontinued, and the only one we could find on eBay was in the shade Deep.
I don't know if you can tell by looking at me in here, that is not something I've ever been described as. I would call myself maybe just 1 shade darker than this table.
Strike 2 was that it turned out to be expired, as did a couple of our other products. And if you saw our poison makeup episode, you know that you should not be putting expired products on your face. It can cause
Poisoned makeup.
breakouts and other skin reactions. However, remember how I said Santi was on set? Well, Mr. Food Guy doesn't believe in expiration dates and said I should take one for the team to make sure you all got the full experience. And if I have one weakness, it's wanting to make sure you get the best episode possible. So even if an item is expired, we will be using it today. Though if they are expired, it will not count against their quality score. With that in mind, we used a little bit of the 7-Eleven BB cream and concealer as contour under my cheekbone and around my hairline. And it worked surprisingly well, or the product did. The applicator, on the other hand, was a different story.
Oh, or it can break. Thank you, 7-Eleven. You might have inspired this episode, but you have not inspired confidence in me in your makeup.
Hopefully,
Okay, it break.
this would not be an issue moving over to our fast food side, where we had multiple sponge options. I'm really looking forward to testing out the donut-shaped sponge from the Dunkin' Donuts collaboration with e.l.f., a big name in affordable makeup that released back in March of 2022.
I don't think I've ever seen someone use a donut-shaped sponge. This thing is not only gigantic, but like a donut, it has a hole in the center, which I don't know if that helps or if instead they've just stolen part of this sponge from me. But it is my favorite kind of donut, so props for that.
I'm getting ahead of myself because
To be fair, the aesthetics is brilliant.
we all know that the first thing you should put on your face is sunscreen. And oh boy, did I have the perfect sunscreen for this episode.
And it's
Yes.
a extra crispy sunscreen from KFC. It is supposed to, as the bottle says, it smells like chicken.
Like our 7-Eleven, this sunscreen was just a little bit past its prime. KFC is no stranger to unique promotional campaigns. They've done perfumes, edible nail polish, and in 2016, sunscreen, which was the only one we were able to find available on eBay. But what it
But oh come on, they could have used a different quote instead. Maybe the slogan of "Winner winner, chicken dinner." I'm sorry, it's more towards the font I think, but sorry.
still smell finger licking good? Only one way to find out.
Maybe I haven't had chicken for a while. I've been a vegetarian for like 12 years. Let me get a second opinion. Santi, behind the camera.
No,
Mr. Foodman.
not gonna do it. If your chicken smells like this, set your house on fire. This is rancid.
Alright, stop for all first. Do recognize that this is a style tier episode. So, yeah, style tier episode. Not a food tier episode.
You're welcome.
I hate this.
You hate it? I'm about to smell like this for the whole episode. It wasn't just the past due date either. My research found that apparently it smelled just as bad 8 years ago when it first came out, so that will count against it in our final scoring. After applying my rancid chicken sunscreen, it was time to finally use some real, non-expired makeup, the Dunkin' Donuts Don't Forget Me Putty Primer, also part of its e.l.f. collaboration. I was actually able to get my hands on almost everything from this release, so you'll be seeing a lot more of Dunkin' coming up. However, while the primer was great, the sponge I was so excited to use was not.
I don't know if that actually works very well.
Like a real donut dunked in coffee, this sponge was great at absorbing, but instead of evenly distributing a primer like a makeup sponge should do, it just held on and didn't let go. The extra large size also meant that it was difficult to get into those hard to reach places like the sides of my nose. Not a great start for either team, but there was one product left that batted for both teams.
We have our Coca-Cola highlighter, which is in the color Serve Sparkling.
Since Coke can be found at both your local fast food joint and in 7-Eleven, it will count towards both sides' final scores and go on both sides of my face.
Based on this packaging, I'm concerned. Let's see if this gives me a highlighted face or if it looks like I smeared something unfortunate. Like I just took a whole pile of congealed Coke and just went to town. Because that might be what we get, friends.
And chat, it was.
This is not a highlighting color.
And so I made the first of what would soon become many wrong choices in this episode, and attempted to save the situation by using it as a little more bronzer.
Oh my God. I don't care what your packaging tells me. This is not a highlighter. All right, we're gonna have to fully contour this then. The only time I ever contour is when I do cosplays and need to make myself look gaunt. I was Helena once, and that I contour usually with gray. Your girl is not a bronze goddess.
Already, things were starting to spiral. Not even adding a little of our Mentos blush from an indie brand called Rude Cosmetics to our convenience store side seemed to help make the bronzer look less intense. But the blush was pretty and it applied well, which in this dumpster fire of a round counts as a huge win. And despite not being my shade, I will also give a passing grade to the Coca-Cola highlighter from Morphe because it blended well and went on smooth, even if it did leave me looking like Paris Hilton in 2003. Which means that going into the next round, the convenience store had an early lead to win it all.
Legacy. Starring Tom. Hi Tom. Ali. Ali.
Embrace your legacy.
I like it that it took shoo, and then it took so long for it to fell.
Legacy collection featuring 4 new signature jackets and a range of flattering graphic tees is available now at lumenofficial.com.
Round 2.
And now we have our eye products, which is our biggest category. People love to make an eyeshadow palette.
When it comes to makeup collaborations, food branded or otherwise, eyeshadow palettes are one of the most popular products to make. You can find hundreds of options from small indie brands to big name companies. This has to do with how easy it is to customize a palette to a theme. Each one has a unique color story, which is beauty talk for how the colors work together to pull off that specific theme. On the fast food side, we'd be applying all of our eyeshadows with Dunkin's set of 3 eyeshadow brushes. They also had 3 mini palettes.
We have our chocolate frosted with sprinkles, we have our strawberry frosted with sprinkles, and we have a lovely Boston cream donut.
It all sounded delicious, though not as much as our other option.
Once again, I have to reiterate, I have to emphasize again, this is a style theory episode, not a food theory episode. Even though those names sounds like amazing dishes, amazing food, delicious, tasty.
Chipotle.
Remember, style theory, not food theory.
Didn't expect much from Chipotle when it comes to a makeup product, but let me tell you, when I opened this and saw these colors, where have you been, Chipotle? This is gorgeous.
Surprisingly, this was also a collaboration with e.l.f., and we'll be seeing a few more of the products from this launch later in the episode.
Hopefully the quality is there as well, even though the colors are good.
I had no choice. We had to test it out. And this was where I made poor choice number 2, trusting my team to help me pick out the look.
Poll to the room. What's your favorite things to have on your burrito?
Steak.
Fajitas. Fajita veggies.
Let me tell you from experience, leave your Chipotle order on your plate and not on your face. My mix of white rice, beans, guac, lettuce, corn salsa, and sofritas didn't leave me hungry, but wishing that Chipotle or Mickey D's would come out with a napkin-themed makeup wipe so that I could start over. Oh yeah, since none of our brands had any makeup removers, it meant I didn't get any do-overs in this challenge.
I know people love e.l.f., and I'm not here to trash on e.l.f., but e.l.f. is the one who made these, and I'm gonna tell you that I'm having the worst possible time blending out all of this makeup.
And trying to add in some of the neutrals from the Dunkin' palette proved to be yet another mistake.
I had high hopes for this one, and the problem is it's just all shine. And so there's nothing here that lets me blend out anything in a way that's nice.
All of the so-called neutrals in the Dunkin' palettes were high shine and mega glittery, exactly what I don't want to help me blend out other matte shadows. Instead, I was starting to look like a disco ball that had been dropped in the dirt.
I don't love it.
But despite the horrible showing of their eyeshadow palette, I will give Chipotle 1 win for this round. Their avocado makeup sponges.
Guacamole? It's pretty solid, which is not how I like my avocados, but it's how I like my makeup sponge.
While they couldn't save this look, using them with a bit of primer did keep it from being a complete failure. Moving on to our convenience store brands.
And then we have our 2 eyeshadow palettes. We have our Frosted Flakes and our Mentos. These don't go together at all. Mentos is a mix of pastels. It's very Easter. And then you have Frosted Flakes, who said, we're gonna party, but I'm seeing a lot of blue, a lot of orange, and I'm getting some traumatic flashbacks to my high school. So,
But to be fair, we're great.
maybe we're gonna go full high school pride on this side of my face.
Now chat, maybe this would have been fine. Maybe in a different video, we would have taken a lovely stroll down memory lane as I did a beautiful look to pay homage to the mighty, mighty mantas. But that's not this video, because in this video, we have to use Cool Ranch Dorito makeup brushes. Blech.
I want structure. I want structure in this brush. It is not giving me the structure that I wanted. I'm having to hold the sides of the
You can hear the... It's a sound of disappointment. Deep disappointment. Sorry.
actual bristles to make this do at all what I want to do.
These brushes are from a brand called Taste Beauty, who I'll be honest and say I have never heard of before this episode. Though, looking at their site, I have definitely seen them everywhere. Hot Topic, CVS, Forever 21, Target, you name it, you'll probably find them there. Their brand was built on these attention-grabbing collaborations, and unfortunately, it's looking like it's all hype and no quality, which seemed to be a theme so far. Outside a few outliers, the products we've tried so far in this episode were just bad or hard to use, even from reliable big-name brands like e.l.f. But why? Well, while I have a hunch, I need a bit more data to be sure, which means trying to use these flimsy Cool Ranch brushes to make something happen on my eye. The Glamlight Frosted Flakes palette had great pigmentation.
Ooh, that is orange. Orange, orange, orange.
But like the Chipotle palette, there were no transition colors to help me blend out what was happening on my eye.
Frosted Flakes. When I think of those, they have white, they have beiges, it's a cornflake, and instead, they're just like, no, Tony the Tiger puked onto this palette. That's how it feels right now. From here, we can either go blue or blue. Bring it just back into the realm of a regular makeup look. Because this...
Oh, come on, you can say like sky blue or navy blue.
is not cute.
Without precise brushes, the eyeshadow just spread wherever it wanted, like how marker ink will bleed on the wrong kind of paper. There was no coloring within the lines happening here, though not for
But look at bright side. Look at bright side. Blue is Star Theory color. Yeah!
lack of trying. Speaking of lines though, I was hoping that our next product would have the line work to help this look.
Maybe we just have to let the Chupas save us.
Chupa Chups are a common convenience store candy, best known for their lollipops. In 2023, they teamed up with Rude Cosmetics to launch a line of candy-themed items. Okay, Rude Cosmetics, I see you. We had good luck with their Mentos blush, so I was feeling optimistic.
We have our Chupa Chups. Eyeliner is going to be great because now we know we have an eyeliner brush.
A few minutes later.
Friends, sometimes you live with regrets. This is one of those times. This is not the eyeliner brush you want. It does not have a precision tip and it is thick. I hear you laughing. I don't know if you can pick it up on that camera. Has a loose bristle that is going to be the death of me. That's just sitting up there laughing at me. You know what we're gonna name that bristle? Santi.
Damn right.
Because he's a ornery little jerk.
Love you too.
But that wasn't the end of
Aww, so cute. So cute.
my problems. I was about to be betrayed.
We just broke our eyeliner brush. And I don't know what glue that is, but that glue is not doing what it wants to do.
What did I do to make Taste Beauty do me so dirty? Chat, I was having a mental breakdown. As someone who's been doing their own makeup for literal years, decades even, I haven't struggled this much since I first started.
Not the direction I saw this episode going. I shouldn't be surprised. Nothing should surprise me anymore with this channel. And the problem is, none of these palettes are made to be used the way that we're using them today. They're all made to be like these fun things that you put on your shelf and then you come back and you kind of hope that maybe you use one in these once in your entire life of having
And it shouldn't break. It should not break.
this. They're not ones that you reach for again and again.
As I contemplated how I ended up here, covered in this food-themed mess, applying Coca-Cola mascara to my eyelashes, I had to wonder, did these brands just set me up for failure? And was there anything that could save this episode?
Next, we have our lips, and I'm actually very excited about this category because we have a range of options available to us, all of which are interesting. let's say.
Lip products were the first place food and beauty brands ever crossed paths. In 1973, Lip Smackers debuted their first ever lip balm with strawberry, lemon, and green apple flavors. Then, in 1975, they teamed up with Dr. Pepper to bring the first food and beauty collab to life. Since then, lip balm has explored all sorts of food and beverage flavored frontiers. We'll be using their Cinnabon collaboration as the base for our fast food side, while our convenience store would be using the 7-Eleven Simply Me Beauty Lip Crayon in blush.
Oh, it's a nice color-ish. I would not call this blush. I would call this peach.
To top it all off, we had two very exciting lip glosses to taste test. Yes, you heard me right, taste test. These babies were flavored, and lucky.
Alright, let me repeat one more time. This is a style theorist video. The style theory, not a food theory.
For me, I had a taste test expert on set to help me
Santi!
Santi. Take a seat. Take a seat. Take a seat.
Oh gosh, okay.
Now.
Oh boy.
out. We're starting off our
The Naruto shirt. The Naruto shirt.
taste test with the Cheetos lip gloss set from none other than our old friend Taste Beauty.
Do you prefer a flaming hot Cheeto or a normal Cheeto?
Well, flaming hot.
We started with an initial sniff test.
Oh no.
What is that smell?
It's not flaming hot Cheetos.
No, it smells like frosting.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Then it was finally time to taste.
Yep, that. Ugh.
It did say flavor, didn't it?
It's not spicy. It's not flaming hot. It's not Cheetos. I don't know what that is.
Once again, I had been betrayed by Taste Beauty. While it did add gloss to my lips, the claims of being flavored did not hold up. But could Chipotle and its hot
Alright, so we learned something new. It's supposed to be on your lips, not on your tongue.
salsa lip plumper do any better?
Mouth open.
Oh.
Do you feel any sensations? Do you feel any spiciness?
There's definitely some like spiciness going
Yeah.
on. Like there's like a heat sensation. It's the cinnamon on my lips.
Despite the spicy claims, Chipotle's lip plumper gave us the tingles, but didn't make our lips look any bigger. I think that all I can say about this round is
Trash.
Ooh, let's see one more time.
Spiciness going
Yeah.
on. Like there's like a heat sensation. It's the cinnamon on my lips.
despite the spicy claims, Chipotle's lip plumper gave us the tingles, but didn't make our lips look any bigger. I think that all I can say about this round is
Trash.
Oh, he's the actor for Monkey D. Luffy, One Piece. Netflix One Piece, but you get the point. Finish touches.
to preserve the convenience store side of our one-of-a-kind look today, we had an unexpected addition to our lineup.
We will top it all off with a Mentos setting spray because yes, Mentos has setting spray. I didn't expect to find that in this deep dive of food makeup.
It felt like every other makeup spray. Nothing minty or Mentosy about it other than the packaging. So, points for Rude and Mentos. You actually did what you advertised. And you know who else did? Hershey.
This is our Hershey's perfume. I would like to smell like something that isn't rancid food product, and this is my only chance. Here's hoping. Ooh. It's not bad. After everything today, this might be the best product that we've tried. It's not like pure chocolate. It is definitely artificial chocolate, but it's not bad.
At this point, after all the failures and letdowns, doing the bare minimum meant you were getting a 5-star review from me. And spoiler alert, it was a good thing that I set my expectations so low going into the last set of products, the nails.
Because McDonald's gave me press-ons. It's like you've heard of like the French tip manicure. What about the French fry manicure?
I also had a second option that came with a little surprise.
Where you have a bunch of different stickers that let you build a burger on your fingers, which is very, very cute. However, not quite as cute as the Cinnamon Toast Crunch nail polishes. They let me put these Cinnamojis on my Cinnamon Toast Crunch scented fingers. And if we need a little topper, we have some Sour Patch options for a nice, fun confetti. And since there is nothing more boring than watching paint dry, Even if it's nail polish paint, I'm gonna do those off screen and we'll come back here once everything is dried to finish out our competition.
As I sat, waiting for my nails to dry, I started thinking about why so much of this experience had turned out like your stomach after Taco Bell. The big brands, the ones with the money and the reach, like Elf and Taste Beauty, or Chipotle and Cheetos, they had all failed spectacularly. But
I got that as well. Sorry.
I think that they were never meant to succeed at all. At least not in the way we consider success for regular, non-branded makeup products. These items serve a different purpose: marketing. When a company spends money on marketing or advertisements, the goal is not the actual final product, but the attention that product creates just by existing. When you browse a store or a website, you are likely going to be more drawn to an orange lipstick in Cheetos packaging than one that isn't. This comes down to two key human traits: curiosity and nostalgia. As marketing strategist Jonathan Schwartz wrote in Forbes, curiosity marketing is a tool used by businesses to intrigue the general public to learn more about their products or services and to turn curious minds into potential customers. It's a psychological tool that helps forge relationships with customers. Add in a nostalgic brand or IP, and you trigger a response that experts call social connectedness, which makes us feel emotionally tied to a product based on our past experiences. By buying this product, we are connecting with our peers who also grew up with this brand, and that gives us
Oh, that's interesting. So you manipulate, you control. I'm thinking of a better words other than psychological manipulations or psychological control. I'm thinking of a better word. You enhance your psychological tools. I hope.
a sense of belonging and peace, which in turn makes us more willing to spend money on an item. Let's be clear, this is not a bad thing for companies to do or a bad strategy to use if the product is good. The problem with our makeup is that it's not.
We ended our previous segment high on the hopes that the nails would be the saving grace of this episode. And I'm here to tell you they weren't. When I opened our Cinnamon Toast Crunch nails, the bottle itself broke. The neck of this bottle is stuck in the cap, and that was the first time we had ever opened it.
The fake McDonald's nails weren't faring any better.
When you're talking about fake nails, these look fake. I don't know if it reads on camera the same way, but here it is straight up a cartoon nail. Though I do love the lovely accent nail for the McDonald's. It's giving me a lot of life, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. For this whole look, this whole experience, I'm not loving it. What I've
But to be fair, the slogan is "Ba-ra-pa-pa-pa, I'm loving it."
learned throughout this episode so far is that the quality of these food branded products really leaves a lot to be desired and a lot of want for the companies that are making them to give more thought to their actual use. Because when it comes to the actual usability, when it comes to the quality scores, both of them fail.
Yep, in our competition, both our fast food and convenience store items failed to have the usability and the quality to create a look worthy of a win. And looking back at all the products we've used up to now, one thing was clear. Big brand names, both in food and makeup, were happy to churn out lackluster products to drive up hype. They don't care if you never use these products, as long as you want to buy them. For someone like Elf, who is left holding the bag and the unsold product if no one buys it, they're incentivized to make unique-looking products that they can charge more for while cutting corners on quality to drive down their own cost of production. But the small indie brands like Rude Cosmetics and Glamlight, the ones whose products actually worked, they can't take that risk. It comes down to why smaller brands do these collaborations in the first place: to grow their business. For an indie brand, these collaborations bring new eyes to a small company and give them the means to grow, but only if the products are good. Where Elf can survive a few hundred bad reviews, these small brands would be ruined, and so they put their best foot and best product forward. And these big brands could do that too, if they cared more about their customer than the
Wait. Timer on the bottom left corner. The cheese timer. Cheese countdown. 3, 2, 1.
hype. The biggest proof of that, Velveeta.
This is the Velveeta Gold hair dye, and we tried it. Let me tell you, this stuff lives up to the expectation. It's gooey, it's golden, and it looks like you're just putting melted cheese on your hair.
My hair was too dark for this to work on me, but lucky for us, there was an easy solution.
What did I say at the start of the video? Hello friends, it's me, and Hello friends, it's me, and today, did you know that you can buy actual human hair?
Not only can I buy Velveeta cheese hair dye on Amazon, I can buy actual hair.
Last night, I strapped our blonde human hair wig to my makeshift Amy stand-in to see if this dye actually worked. And chat, I was shocked.
Look at this. Look at this lovely golden color. I did not think it was gonna work. I did not think it would look good. I didn't think it would suit me. I didn't think anything would come of it. And out of everything on my body today, I like this the most. This color, this look, this vibe, I'm loving it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm loving it. If anything won today, it was
I'm loving it.
surprisingly our Velveeta, the underdog, the one I got as a joke product to just kind of cap off the episode so we could all have a good laugh at Velveeta cheese, did the best job. It colored the hair, and unlike all of our other products here, it didn't leave me wishing for more.
Yes, Velveeta put their money where their cheesy mouth was and made a product worth putting their name behind. But that raises the question, since Velveeta counts for both teams, does that mean that after this whole thing, we have a tie? Well, that's not for me to decide.
So this time, we're gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna throw it back to you. Who do you think actually won this competition? Was it our fast food branded makeup that did all of this? Was it our convenience store makeup that did all of this? Or was it all of us? Was it the style theorists who really won because we got to have a good time playing with all this makeup, and I got to make Santi try lip plumping gloss for the first time in his life? You decide in the comments. But hey, that's just a theory, a style theory. Keep looking sharp, like these nails.
This just in, a plague of skulls has invaded the town from the local cemetery, and they're at large seeking human flesh to steal for themselves. Authorities are telling us that you should stay indoors and arm yourselves with a skull's natural weakness, stiletto heels. If you do not own a pair of stilettos or require instructions for proper wielding, we are being informed that Lumen has put out a Theorist Legacy t-shirt collection, which includes a visual guide for how to arm yourself. It also serves as a visual warning that you are not to be messed with. Celebrating the downfall of head generals Ted, Ned, and Fred, one side of this display of Theorist triumph will shock these zombies to the bone and leave them cowering in fear. Get yours now at lumenofficial.com before it's too late. And now Jerica with the weather.
Thank you. She was so unprepared. It's like, wait, my turn? Seriously? But anyways, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed. But hey, that is just a theory. A style theory. Keep looking sharp. And I hope to see you all in my next video. Thank you so much. Subscribe.